Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat. You're watching iGyaan, and each time we do a review, a lot of guys have a lot of questions about how genuine our reviews are. In our previous video, in which we reviewed the Honor 9 Lite, a lot of you guys were asking if the camera is actually that good. So we decided to take it up a notch. We called in a pro photographer, did not give him any advice, but gave him the phone and asked him to shoot pictures with it. And here's what happened.
I'm Aman Chotani and I'm a professional photographer. And how it started is I was working in Bombay in 2009 and I realized this place is not for me, and I thought traveling into the jungles in Africa would be so I decided to go to Durban, South Africa to do my masters in photography. And there I was working with a Nat Geo photographer. His name is Louis Clinias. And there I got to know that there's a ship stuck in the ocean. But I thought that's a shot. If there is, or maybe that that Sardar blood was calling me. Okay, you must go and take a shot. So I took a bus and I reached there. So there was a place like Marine Drive where you see the stones and the whole patch is there. So I decided to walk through that. And when I started walking, it was a big stones, and I fell and I broke my thumb. And finally I saw this ship. And you would not believe, like it was. You can imagine how tsunami or how badly. Even though if you cannot even imagine, you can visualize through my picture where the ship is there and the big wave is hitting the ship. So that's what I called as the last ship. That's what happened, and then it appeared in magazines, newspapers, and finally got into New York Gallery. And that shot changed my life. So I normally carry my DSLR everywhere for obvious reasons, because I'm a professional photographer. So I believe that the sharpness of the image or even the clarity, the colors, so it does matter a lot. We left for Jaipur, and when you gave me this phone, I didn't have any expectations. And while going, we get down to a khet where the sarson ka khet was there, with beautiful flowers. So there I thought, let's start experimenting from here only. And there was 3 shots which came into my mind. Why not shoot some macro shots of flowers or something? The other one, I can see how good it controls the light. And third is how good the sharpness of the images. So we get down and I try to, and one good element which I saw, bees also. So I tried to capture, go close, and took really nice shot. I couldn't believe like this was that fast, and macros goes pretty well. And then the second shot where I tried to capture the highlight on flowers, that also came out pretty well. I was using pro mode. I was using all try to make it work as much as possible. So I was pretty impressed. And the third one was when I wanted to take with a portrait or a person. So there I literally see I could really change my shutter, or I try to arrange it to make it dark as a silhouette, give a silhouette effect. It's very difficult to give a silhouette effect on phone. So I tried to capture that also, and that also came out pretty well. So I was pretty amazed to see first results, as in I didn't still see on laptop or somewhere else. On screen, it just giving me what exactly I wanted to shoot. So when we finally reached to this beautiful place, we started doing photography here. That's what I do. We shoot for hotels, we shoot for food, all these things, so that I would like to see what more this phone can do. So we started shooting the property, pool, and took some really beautiful shot of this fort-looking palace. So where I got to understand that this phone can really control the light. So we started shooting from early morning where the first sunlight is coming, and I took few shots where you just see only the highlights of the light on the subject or the object which I'm shooting. And then I tried to make few videos, and we went outside where they were playing drums, and I tried to capture shutter speed and try to see how good, and it's a full, like, the quite a bright day. Of course the shutter speed will work here, but still I wanted to see how fast the shutter speed here, how many shots I can take in 1 second or 3 seconds. So it was pretty fast. And then we came to start shooting food, and I wanted to shoot more colorful things together, try to see how this phone manages color. And it worked really nice that I tried to shoot with my DSLR also, the same shot we did, and from a phone also. And I found the contrast which I'm getting and the sharpness which I'm getting on this phone is perfectly good for social media. Of course, I'm not gonna say you can use this shot and go for make up a board or use it in an ad or all this, but for social media, I found this phone, it gives you an image which and the control over lighting. Everyone says photography is light, which is wrong. Controlling light is photography. This phone allows you to control your light, and that's what we want as a photographer. The job of a travel photographer is a lonely one. So when we reached to a salt flat, and I saw this place and I saw nothing, and there's no subject, there was nothing was there, it just salt, the flats, and it's me. So then I thought what to shoot here. So rather than shooting, there's sometimes you need to enjoy the moment also. So I stopped everything. I thought, let's just enjoy. And there I thought, why not make yourself a subject and start shooting a selfie. So this phone got 2 cameras in front. So it allows me to focus, or there's a portrait mode in it. If you enable it, your background will go out of focus. Then I used my phone and I used your phone, which you gave me. And I was surprised to see that how this camera is capturing the light very well. It's just the light which you gonna see is falling on my face, and it's giving so good sharpness and clarity. I thought it's unreal, man. Before we went to the salt flats, we get down to a place where the bakris and the sheep were running, and I thought I'll take a shot where sheeps are running, and so we were really running out of time. That sunset is happening, and we had to reach there. So before that, I thought I'll just take a quick shot and try to capture the sheep, patterns in lights. Just had in mind, why not try to capture that lens? Why not experiment this shot? So I get down, I ran to them, and when I shot, I didn't enjoy shooting really. It wasn't really captured because I didn't really spend time, but I didn't really enjoy shooting at that moment. I was expecting something else. I was trying to explore more. Is it really working or not? Look at that. Then with the portrait also, you would just giving that feeling that the lower angle shot, powerful, and even the sunlight is at the perfect point, and again the highlights of the flowers. Such a beautiful shot. A comparison here where I shot from a DSLR and from this phone, but now if you see this phone shot, which is not bad at all, you know, like this is as good as if we zoom out the shot, no one can tell you really this is from DSLR or this phone camera. This right one is from DSLR and the left one is from this phone. Okay, so this was the shot which I was talking about. Like I took a shot from my phone also and this phone, and look at the sharpness of this phone. This just even my beard also looking so sharp here. Just capturing. Look at that. Look at that. My goodness. And can you see the difference of this portrait mode, which is out of focus just near your here. Even if you see, even my shoulders is also out of focus, and here it's in focus. How crazy this is, huh? Wow, such a great light, and what sharpness, man. Amazed.
So Aman, let's clarify a few things. This is the first time you worked with iGyaan.
Yeah.
And you were given this phone, and you were given no mandate.
Right.
So did I tell you what to say?
No.
And everything that you said is your personal opinion.
Yeah, my experience with the phone, I guess.
And in no way did I tell you what to say.
No.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, yes.
This puts a lot of minds at rest, and hopefully a lot of our followers can also sit and relax to the point that whenever iGyaan does a review and says something, we tend to stand by it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed what we did over here, and we'll probably do more pro photographer videos in the future, and maybe Aman can join us again as well. And thank you guys for watching. This has been Bharat with Aman, and don't forget to like this video if you liked our new concept, and hit subscribe if you're not already a part of Team iGyaan. I will see you guys in the next one.